ChatGPT is one of the most used AI tool nowadays. So if you still don't know how to use ChatGPT effectively, you are a person who is going to be impacted most by this AI wave. But don't worry, you are not too late to start anything. And with that thought, let's start it with this video. And recently on 20th of July 2023, you can also see a tab for ChatGPT 4, which is a paid version of ChatGPT. So here are we on our browser, and this video is for intermediate people who know how to use ChatGPT. They will going to learn how to use ChatGPT effectively, and also they understand that how to maintain the threads into ChatGPT, and whether the threads going to communicate with each other or they save the data from previous thread, and what would be the difference if we keep using one thread, not generating different threads on your ChatGPT account. Also, this video is for beginners who not even started on ChatGPT, so they will learn all those things in advance. So let's start with that. So you can simply search ChatGPT onto the browser, or you can simply open chat.openai.com. So you will come up with a website name chat.openai.com. Just click onto that, and if you are already a user, you can simply go and log in. But if you are new here, you can click onto the sign up. So you have different ways to sign up onto the ChatGPT account. One is using your email, or you can directly sign up using your Google account or Microsoft account or Apple account. So we will go with the Google account. That is a common one, and we can select our account from which we want to sign up for ChatGPT. And don't worry, it will not give you any kind of notification onto your mail. So here we are onto the ChatGPT page after login, and this is something, a kind of instruction, a kind of warning given by ChatGPT that this is a free research preview for all of us, and what are their goals and how we can safely search for any kind of content here. Click on to next. So how we collect data. So here he mentioned that conversations may be reviewed by our AI trainers to improve our system. So they actually review what the conversation occur between ChatGPT and a normal user. Please don't share any sensitive information in your conversation. So here it is important because this is an AI model, and maybe it can show your sensitive information to another user. And here we on to the last one, that is we would love your feedback. So you can also share your feedback on Discord server. So coming to the ChatGPT. Okay, so here I am onto my home page, and these are some of the threads which I maintained by me. So we will start with the fresh one. So first, if you are new here, you can simply go here and create a new chat, and you will see a home page like that, and there are some more information given here like examples. So if you don't know how to start, you can simply click on any of the examples, and you will get the result like so. So if you click onto that, and you will get a particular result over that. Okay, now you can see that a new thread is created here with the date mentioned here, like in previous 7 days or today. And these are also known as groups or thread and individual thread. And one of the important point here is the communication which occur in a particular thread, which will not going to remembered by the next thread or the other thread. Means whatever you communicate in a particular thread will independent of what you communicate into a different thread. We will understand this through an examples. So here you can change the chat name. Let's suppose I want for demo, so you can give it a name demo, and you can also share this one. So you can share this thread with anyone. You can also delete this thread. So let's suppose I don't need this thread for now, so I can delete this thread and this one. Coming to our thread, so let's create a new thread here so that I can start with that. And what here we already covered that what examples are and why they are, because a new user can easily start on ChatGPT. And the second one is capabilities. So what capabilities ChatGPT has? So it remembers what you said earlier in the conversation, but here is the point that it will not remember what you actually does into the previous thread. and they allow user to provide follow-up corrections, trained to decline inappropriate requests. So if you ask for any kind of credit card details, they will decline you because that is a kind of sensitive information. This is what the capabilities is. And coming to the limitations, so may occasionally generate incorrect information, and ChatGPT and other AI tools may generate some kind of incorrect information. So that is the limitation of every AI tool. May occasionally produce harmful instruction or biased content. As users are using that, so it may produce biased content or harmful instruction maybe. Limited knowledge of world event after 2021. So as this AI tool was trained using the data of previous years, might be the case that ChatGPT will not going to answer you if you ask any relevant question related to 2022 or the recent years. This is the examples, capabilities and limitations of ChatGPT. Coming to the prompting part. Now as you can see, we are using ChatGPT 3.5 fifth version, which is a free version available for everyone. And here we can see the ChatGPT 4, which is a paid version of ChatGPT, which can be used by some of the ChatGPT Plus people. They need to upgrade their account. So let's click on upgrade plans. So you can see what are the facilities provided by the free plans and what are the facilities provided by the plus plan. So you can have access to ChatGPT 4, and that is a most capable model. Faster response speed, so it has faster response speed. Inclusive access to beta features like browsing plugins and code interpreter. So right now, if we ask any kind of question related to browsers or related to any kind of data which is already available on to Google, let's suppose I want to ask a data related to some of the few recent events, like Chandrayaan 3 or any kind of that event. So it will not going to answer in free version because it doesn't have access to browser. But if you ask onto the ChatGPT 4, it will search onto the browser, it will search using plugins, and then it will give you a result over that. Okay, so let's start with our first question, and whatever question you ask, that comes under prompts and that are known as prompts. So let's start with our first. So let's say write an essay on e-commerce. So here are our essay on e-commerce. So this one is a simple example of a prompt and a basic one. We will come on some more advanced prompt. So here we are with the result. So this result, as you can see, the whole essay is ready with a very good topic, that is advantages of e-commerce, global reach and lower operational cost, personalization, challenges and concerns, everything mentioned over here. Now let's suppose I want some more advanced prompt or more personalized result. So let's suppose I want to apply to any particular company through an email, and I'm not able to write an email for that particular company. So what I will do is I will use ChatGPT for that. And the simplest formula for using ChatGPT is how effectively you give the prompt to ChatGPT, it will give the answer in that manner. So let's write our new prompt, that is write an email to. So basically start with a thing that who you are. So basically you are a student, let's suppose, and you want to apply into Amazon for a position of software engineer. Write an email mentioning how you are fit for this job role. So let's wait for the result. Now as you can see what we written into the prompt. So you are a student. First you declare that who you are. You are a student, you are an experienced person. So ChatGPT have created your profile, a kind of identity that who you are and how, and it will write the result in according to that. And you want to apply into Amazon. So basically this is the instruction which you given, that I want. I am a student and I want this. and this one is instruction. So I want to apply into Amazon for a position of software engineer. And coming to the third part, that is write an email mentioning how you are fit for this job role. And this is what ChatGPT gives us, that subject application for software engineer position at Amazon. And here we can also write some hiring manager name, so the ChatGPT will going to automatically fill that here. And you can see a very good mail that I hope this email finds you well. I'm writing to express my strong interest in software engineer position at Amazon as a student is studying computer science. So again, I have told you that you need a context for that who you are. So here I mentioned that I am a student, and here I think it's clearing that how I am good fit for this job role. And here it end up with a very good email. This is something, a very good example of prompt. You can also modify this prompt by changing, let's say, word limit to 400, and you can also change languages as well. So write an email, so write this email, anything you can write in French. And you can also mention some kind of hiring manager's name also. Let's suppose write an email to, let's say, Alicia, mentioning how you are fit for. So I think ChatGPT will automatically understand that Alicia is some person who is actually hiring for this job role. And when you search for that, you can see that it automatically write down the name of Alicia here, and it return the whole email into French. Now this is how you can easily write a very good prompt, and you can ask any kind of questions here. The important point here is this chat would not be remembered into this thread. So let's suppose I put down here that my name is let's say Finn. So I click here, and okay, so it's again give me result. So let's try with another one. So coming to this one, write down here that my name is Finn. Now write down here. So here they give me a very good greet, and when I ask what is my name, it will give me a result that your name is Finn. Great. But let's suppose I want the same result here into the another thread. So what is my name? Okay, so I again mentioned here Finn, that's why. So let's come to the third thread, and in the both the thread I already told ChatGPT that my name is Finn, but in third one I am writing this that what is my name. And once I click onto that, here you see that as an AI model I don't have access to personal information user unless it is shared me during our conversation. So I shared my name into 2 conversations. That is why ChatGPT is able to remember me. But whenever I come to the third thread or to different thread, I'm not going to be remembered by ChatGPT. And that is the important point to understand, that thread communication is not possible in ChatGPT. ChatGPT don't have access to the browser, the free version. Now let's suppose I want to ask about Chandrayaan 3. So I don't think that it will going to answer, because okay, so I think ChatGPT is not able to understand that what Chandrayaan 3 is, because Chandrayaan 3 is recently launched in 2023 and is giving me a result of Chandrayaan 2, which is of 2019, and that proves that ChatGPT has a data of 2021 and earlier. So this is what you understand from ChatGPT. Now I hope you understand how we can actually write a prompt or get any particular result, whatever we want. Now it is very important to write the prompt effectively. Now coming to this point, I don't think that anyone can learn all kind of prompt. It's kind of recursive process, but we can learn a kind of format where if we write any particular prompt in that format, the ChatGPT will going to answer us effectively. So first one is context. So let ChatGPT know that who you are. You are a teacher or a businessman or a student or a professional. Second one is task. So what you actually want ChatGPT to do. Let's suppose I want to write an email, I want to write an essay, I want to write a research paper. This comes under the category of task, what you want from ChatGPT. The third one is instructions. So instruction would be in what format you want. Let's suppose I want an essay in simple, let's suppose in points, in paragraphs. So you can give those things into instruction. You want any particular email. Let's suppose you want an email to a specific person, or you want an email to give some examples into that email, or let's suppose you want a particular research paper and you want some kind of reference into that. So you all kind of other information you can simply paste into the instruction. These 3 points are most important. So basically context, who you are. Second thing is what kind of task you want from ChatGPT, and the third one is what kind of instruction you can give, so that the ChatGPT will going to filter out the answer according to that. And this can be shuffled from, like, you can put instruction first, task secondly, or you can put context at last. So it's totally depend on you how you are going to format this prompt. So let's take an example with all these things. So let's cut it down. So basically, now you are a M.Tech student, and secondly, write a research paper on ML, on machine learning. So this one is our context, and second one is the task which we given to ChatGPT. And now we will add some instruction to what we exactly want. So write it in 4,000 words, include some references into that, and I think that is enough. So let's click it down. Now one important point here, that ChatGPT has a word limit of around, I think, 3,000 to 5,000. So it will not answer you in more than that words. So you can simply write a command name that says continue, or continue on above answer. So the ChatGPT and continue with where it left. And here you can see that ChatGPT gives us a very good research paper that says a title, abstract, introduction, and some of the examples or that. And in the last, it also mentions us references as well. So here it gives us references of different kind of books. Now coming to the prompt, once again copy it. Let's suppose I want it in some other language. Let's say I want it in write it in American English. So it will try to filter it out, and it might look similar, but some of the wordings would going to change. So this is what it get. Well, let's suppose for more clarification, write it this into French. And let's search it down. So yes, one important thing, once the above generating answer completed, we can search for new one. And if you really want in between, you can always stop the previous result and always create a new query. So you can click on stop generating in order to create new question. So let's go with this one, and here you can see that the ChatGPT is easily going to convert the whole research paper into French. I hope you found this video informative, and if yes, then do subscribe to my channel. Currently I am attending some of the paid webinars, and in future I will going to summarize all my learnings into a single video over ChatGPT. So please do subscribe to this channel for such content. It is free for you, but it will help us a lot. Thank you very much for watching this video.